I decided to share my thoughts on gold. This is the first time I'll be reviewing gold in this my page, so let's go straight to it. As you can see, the monthly time frame on gold is bullish. You don't even have to draw anything to see that. Then when you go over to the weekly is still bullish, very clear. Very clear. So we won't take much time here. I think the structure changed on the weekly actually. The structure changed, but it will be more clear in the daily time frame. So you can see we were making higher highs and higher lows, higher highs and higher lows, higher highs and higher lows, and we broke to the downside here on the daily time frame. We broke to the downside here, so this is a change of character. This is a change of character on the daily time frame, and your trend continues. Your trend continues with the sales on the daily. So currently the daily is bearish. And yeah, the daily is bearish, as we can all see. And this is the last swing high on the daily time frame. This is the last swing high. This will be the low, the last swing low on the daily. So you just have to make the whole map, the whole chart to be smaller to you, so that you focus on one place. If we are going to be looking at all these places, we'll be confused, but we are only focusing on this last high and this last low. What's happening in between this zone? So since it's bearish, we are looking to sell, and this will be the other blocks that we'll be looking at. This will be the other blocks, the daily other blocks that we'll be looking to sell from on the daily time frame. I'll just mark them out, the supply zones, the possible supply zones. We already marked this one, so let's go to the 4 hour then and see what's going on. On the H4 time frame, what can we see? We're focusing on this high and this low. So from here, I'll mark it out. Market was doing higher lows, higher highs, higher low, higher highs, higher low, till we broke structure. Then we made a high, we broke structure again to the downside. This is the lowest point. This one took liquidity and continued selling. There's the highest point, and there's the lowest point. Is that clear? So Currently the H4 is bearish. The H4 is bearish. But if I'm to go in further, the H4 is bearish on the long run. I'm spotting a change of character here, because after this low made this high, it broke structure. This one induced this low right here, and it broke this place, so it made a low. This was the inducement. Then it broke this place, this low, came back, bought from this other block, and is headed for the top. You see, it's headed for the top. For me as well, one thing I spotted, I marked out this zone, this other block, but one thing I spotted, this zone now is looking like a liquidity to me. It's looking like an inducement zone that is SMT. For me, my own view, I'll make it out as an inducement. So I'll remove this. So my target is for price to at least, considering that this is a strong low, this actually took liquidity though. This took liquidity here before the sell. It induced this place before it sold to the downside, and as well, same thing. This place was induced before it sold to this point. So one thing I would want to happen is for this place to induce this zone. It's for this zone to be induced. That is, I'm expecting this low to be taken and this high to be taken, and we sell from this other block on the long run. But this it could happen next week, but currently this is not what I'm focusing on now. We are focusing on taking advantage of the market, like the current market condition, which is, if I go over to the 1 hour time frame, not this other, if I go over to the 1 hour time frame, you see that the trend has actually changed, because this will be my, okay, this is a low and high, of course, it broke structure. Waste time. It made a continued broke structure again to the downside, and this was a change of character. So from this low, this was the highest point. From this low, this was the highest point, and it's cleared all this liquidity. This is an under block right here. It cleared all this liquidity and tapped into the other block, and it's continued to buy. And what can you see here? What can you see here on the latest data? Let me mark out this other block first so that we don't get confused. Let me mark out this other block. See where price was reacted from. I reacted from here, and before then, what was happening on the lower time frame? This was a high, right? It made a low. This was a high, it made a low. It induced sold, made a low, took liquidity, broke structure, made a low, and it tapped into the other block. And what happened? It broke this strong high, because this took liquidity. It broke it, meaning that the trend has just changed. The trend has just changed. I will change it to a change of character instead of break of structure. So it is showing that now, since he has tapped into the buy zone, the trend has changed. And if I'm to trade gold, this will be where I'll be buying from. This will be where I'll be buying from for the new week. This will be where I will be buying from. And this will be the target. This will be the major target. So this is 9, almost 10 hour. Well, this is what I'm likely to do. Let's say I'm trading gold. This will be my most likely scenario. So, but let me go over to the 15-minute time frame to see how clear it will be for us. As you can see, let's focus on the latest data, right? Let's start from this low. This was a low, it made a high, and what happened? It got taken out and it continued making lower lows, lower high. This was the internal structure till it broke this place. This small moves now will be on the 5-minute time frame, but I just wanted to mark it out. Rather it will just be from this point straight to this point. Let me not confuse you. Let me just mark it like that. It will be just from this point. This was the low and this was the break of structure. I mean, it's more clear now. So, and this will be the other block. This will be the other block and the M15 time frame. This will be the other block. So buying from here, and this will be the possible buy zone for me. Let's say I wanted to trade gold, this will be what I'll be looking out for. Reason, because I want price to come here on the long run to either tap into this zone, because I'll just be the most extreme target will be from here to here. Like for those that does long RR, that's not my thing though. So, but the major sale I'll be expecting to sell when price gets here, if it will. So this is the possible scenario I'm looking at for gold for the new week. So yeah, that's basically everything. Thank you for watching.